I have always been lonely at heart. I have always felt, in a sense, disconnected. In a room full of laughter and brilliant thoughts, filled with bright minds and beautiful stories, the feeling of not belonging would suddenly hit, unexpected, surprising, and frightening at times. To think that in a planet with billions of people, in a galaxy with billions of planets, in a universe with billions of galaxies, and in a room with people I undoubtedly love and cherish, I could somehow still manage to feel lonely was indeed scary and unfathomable, and it still is. To lay with the moonlight watching over me was most of the times not consoling at all. Instead, it felt heart-wrenching and lonely. The feeling of loneliness in itself was hauntingly desperate, be it at day or night. When the turmoil of the inner distress and chaotic meteors colliding inside my mind would quake and produce deafening sounds, no one heard a single thing. And I think that that's probably the most terrifying thing of it all. The inability for someone touching you, holding your hands, whispering to your ear, to ever hear all those internal monologues and sad fireworks. Even if I opened my mouth, even if I scream at the top of my lungs, I could only echo the remainders of the big bangs inside. I have always been lonely at heart. It was always hard for me to feel connections, to relay what was happening on the outside to the inside, to translate the loud shrieks of the outside world to the silent deserts inside my inner one. It's weird, quite honestly. Sometimes the world and I are one, the skies and I are none, and the moon and I were thousands. Sometimes I felt like I was too much for this body, like heavens and millions of earths have somehow merged and converged into my soul, like I loved as no other person could, and like I could never be lonely with all of the people I could squeeze inside my titanic heart. But at other times it felt like those worlds converging into my soul were deserted, like I could hold heaps and fill millions of people with my love. But all of their love was left for me as everyone disappeared and as everyone was absent. And what use were heaps of love and appreciation when I couldn't shower myself with a few compliments at such times? I have always been lonely at heart. I have no clue if this resonated with you, but at some point I thought that no matter the people in my life, no matter the laughs and the sorrows, no matter the love and the experiences, the minds and the souls, there will always be this barrier, this obstacle holding people from merging into each other, the impossibility to fully understand someone else with his differences and similarities. There will always be a blockage. And as depressing as such thought could be, I guess it could explain why I would refer to art as a way of translating one's soul, to music as an entity that reaches its hands into one's soul, and to literature, hard work, and passion as an embodiment of the desires of one's soul. Even if at the end souls aren't meant neither to be understood, nor translated, nor embodied, souls are meant to be, and in their being perhaps were they deemed to reek of loneliness. I have always been lonely at heart, but the thought of being someday understood still dazzles me. The thought of warm hugs and hands held, hot chocolates, and theme parks with friends, passionate conversations and cute stutters brings me a sensation of connection, of energy vibrating from one soul to another's, of spiritual bonding and profound understanding. The mountains and constellations inside one's world, the nebulae and rivers inside another's, could perhaps fuse and create blinding, beautiful northern lights in a sky watching over a planetarium where both people watched the stars, announcing the start of one's quest to understand another. I will always dream of that. But please don't pity me. I am definitely okay, or at least I try to be, even though I have always been lonely at heart.